At the beginning of the year, a group of grade 5 students had to answer a few questions about their writing. They answered 3 questions, and the 3 questions were, what does it mean to organize your writing? The second question was, what strategies do you use to organize your writing? And the third one was, what point in the writing process do you organize your writing? Then, at the end of the year, the same group of grade 5 students got back together and they saw the video. Then, they answered another question, and the question was, how do you better understand how to organize your writing from the beginning of the year to now? And here is what they said.
Now I better understand how to organize my writing because at the beginning of the year I didn't think pre-writing and making bullet points was very important, and I didn't think I would need it as I wrote my story. But now I realize, because many times in a story I've messed up halfway and I have to start over. So I now know that organizing your writing and pre-writing with bullet points and maybe even a web is very important.
Ellie, and I think I understand more on how to organize my writing because now I know how to use pre-writing, because in the beginning of the year I didn't use pre-writing a lot because I thought, oh, well, it's not important and my writing is already so good. But now I realize that if I use pre-writing, my story will be a lot better because I have already a plan and ideas on what I'm going to do, so it makes it a lot easier to write my story. My name's Andreas, and now I understand how to organize my writing from beginning to end better thanks to bullet points and pre-writing. I never knew the importance of pre-writing and bullet points when I was younger, but now I do. And thanks to pre-written lines and bullet points, it makes my writing a lot easier.
My name is Ria, and I think I've understood better how to organize my writing from the beginning of the year to now, because earlier I did not use a mind map or a bubble map, and in the middle of the story I would lose focus or get off topic, and then my story wouldn't sound good, and so I needed to do it again. And now I think it's better. And I also didn't write draft because I found it too much to write, and then later when I messed up, my story wouldn't sound good and it was already my final piece, so I had to repeat it. So I think it's better to have a draft and a bubble map before I start writing my main copy.
My name is Connor, and this is about how you better understand how to organize your writing from the beginning of the year to now. Well, in the beginning of the year, I usually do pre-writing, but it wasn't as organized as it is now. And in the end of the year, I started to understand more of the importance of pre-writing, and I'm doing it a lot better now, and more fluent, kind of. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cheryl, and I think organizing your writing is really important. In the beginning of the year, when I planned my work, it was really messy, and now I've learned how to plan properly. Before I do my story, I always plan, like, I put in bullet points, and sometimes I make a mind map because it's easier to see how, like, the parts of your story, and it's easier for me to write my story.